is your own. Well, did you do that all by yourself, girl? It's not
How good is that? Thank you so much for your company this morning. Now, the award-winning Canadian-born, New Zealand-based and truly fabulous singer-songwriter Tami Neilson joins us now to tell us about her brand new album, Sassafrass, as well as her 7-date album release tour around the country. We just love having you in the studio with us, Tami. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Before we even get underway, I have to say, cover of the album, that amazing dress that you're wearing. We'll do a little bit of background about it because it's just absolutely phenomenal.
Well, it's a Kiwi designer. It's artist Zoe Hall from Wellington, and she painstakingly hand paints all these leather patches, sews them on. 3,000 rhinestones.
Wow.
So it's not quite enough, but it'll do for now.
It makes a statement and we love it. Speaking of making a statement, congratulations on this album. I've had it in the car for the last couple of weeks. I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
Sassafrass, what does sassafrass mean?
Well, sassafrass, I guess, immediately conjures up the word sassy, and it's kind of slang for someone who speaks their mind. But I also loved when I looked into it, sassafrass is a plant, and it's useful, it's fragrant, it's used for medicinal purposes, it's used in food, but in Latin it means to break rock. And I really love that combination of, beautiful and useful and strong.
It is such a good word. I love it very much.
You.
So what would you say would be the main influences for this album?
Oh, this album was, I guess, over the same kind of time frame. A lot of things happened, 3 major things in my life. I became a parent, I lost a parent, and I turned 40. And those are 3 things that really shift your priorities, shift your perspective, and you're kind of smacked in the face with your mortality and realizing I don't have time to waste. I need to say what I want to say and do what's important to me and leave a legacy for my kids.
Hence the sassafrass.
Yeah.
And it must felt like the right time to do it then.
It did. It did. I feel like those 3 things really in my personal life, in addition to like the social climate that we're in right now and the groundswell for equality for women, and I just feel like it all kind of created this perfect storm and really emboldened me, and I've kind of come into my confidence as a performer, as a musician, as a songwriter.
So people that maybe aren't familiar with your music, I mean, how would you describe it? It's quite a soulful album, but then it's not exactly just soul, is it?
Yeah, I guess I always tend to say that I paint with the same palette. I cover soul and rockabilly and blues and country. But some songs or albums I tend to use more of one color than the other. And so the past albums may have been more country heavy, this one's more soul heavy, but you still get all those flavors mixed in there.
Because you start off with the lovely Rock and Stay Out of My Business into the very fun Bananas, which I love. But while you're here, I was curious, because one of my favourite songs on this album is A Woman's Pain. Is that drawn from experience, true life experience? Because it's a beautiful song, but it's quite sad too.
Yeah, well, it's a song, I kind of looked at the women around me, the women who shaped me, my grandmothers, my mother, and I kind of wanted to write a verse about each of them, and the things that they went through, the resilience and the strength. But I just got to my paternal grandmother and it wrote the whole song because there was too much to fit into just one song. So that song is about her, and she was First Nation. She grew up on a reservation. She lost her mother in the childbirth of her youngest sister, then had to leave the reservation, got pregnant at 13, and was abandoned by the father. So just an incredible story of pain, but resilience.
That's
and
more
strength.
than just a song. It's probably an album right there.
Yeah, exactly.
But
You sing it beautifully. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
You're a working mum, so you faced a bit of a fair amount of sexism on tour, I believe.
Oh, yes, darling.
How do you deal with that? What do you do? What do you say to them?
You write a song called "Stay Out of My Business." Yeah, it kind of got to that point where, there are people who are genuinely curious and you chat about it, but you can tell the people that kind of have a nice little side order of judgment.
Why isn't she in the kitchen?
Absolutely. Yeah. It was, why are you here and your husband's babysitting? That's my favorite. I said, it's actually called parenting when you're the parent. Yeah, and so it was doing a lot of work. You're already missing your kids and you're already feeling guilty being apart from them. So having that kind of heaped on you every night was hard. And kind of had to get to that place of realizing, I'm providing an amazing role model for my boys. They are going to grow up. They never have to, you know, hear someone say, oh, follow your dreams, because they're watching me do it every day. And they're watching their father, who is equal in the parenting, and thinking that's normal, that's the way it should be.
And that's the way it should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you obviously, you know, get back to Canada quite a bit.
I do. I'm actually like packing my suitcase now because we're heading over there for 3 weeks tour.
Okay, once you finish that tour, you're going to do a New Zealand tour.
I step off the plane and start singing for you guys.
Nice. Okay, good. And the band that you take, because the band that you use, it's usually the same one. Is it the Hot Rockin' Band of Rhythm?
It is. It's my New Zealand boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll be on tour with you?
I'm dragging them all around the world.
So they get to go to Canada. They get to go to Canada as well?
Yes. So we're doing Beijing in Canada, 7 dates in New Zealand, and then we head off to Europe and UK, and
awesome.
no rest for the wicked.
Has that changed? That you can actually take your band with you now? Did you used to have to try and pick people up? Or,
well, it's a combination every time. We have a 5-piece band. Sometimes I can afford to bring a 3-piece. Sometimes a 4-piece. Sometimes it's a me. But it has gotten to the point where now I'm able to bring them along for the most part. So it's starting to grow, which is great.
And what is touring like? Well, you can check out their song, what do you say?
Manitoba Sunrise.
Oh, it's such a good track. And that's the thing with your album. When I listened to it, I kind of felt like you were putting on this own personal concert in my ear. It was like you were live, you were there, I could feel your emotion. I know what hence the word album. No, but it's just brilliant. Cool. And does it feel like it's been a good year?
Absolutely, and it's really exciting to see the reception that's already happened in the last couple of weeks of it being out, with Rolling Stone reviewing it, and a lot of overseas feedback, which is really, really
what
exciting.
What did Rolling Stone say?
Yeah.
Oh God, not like I've memorized it or anything. Fire-breathing R&B belter. Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, so it was pretty exciting.
That's fantastic.
That's why you've got to get it. Get it. Listen, go to the tour.
Tami, pleasure having you in the studio.
Thanks for
Always such a
having
ray of
me.
sunshine. Thank you so much. Tami's album Sassafrass is available now. Her 7-date tour of New Zealand kicks off in Neilson on July the 26th and ends in Auckland on August the 4th.
Okay, stick around because we'll have that pasty soon too.
Finally!
We'll check out her music videos, Stay Out of My Business, towards the end of the show.